Hey guys, what is up? Noah here, and today I'm gonna be playing some Kerbal Space Program. Oh yeah. So, basically in this game, your mission is to get from Kerbin, which is back here, to pretty much every planet in the solar system. Nifty stuff. So, let's get started with a new game, and we're gonna call it Noah. Let's see about our flag. Let's go with the orbit one because that looks pretty cool. And start. So, what you got here? There's a launch pad, obviously, where you launch things. Vehicle assembly building. Space plane hangar where you build space planes. Not rockets, but planes that take off on the runway. And then there's the tracking station where you can track things and look at the solar system and how large it is. So, yeah. Let's just go back and let's get right to building a spacecraft. Now, I've played the tutorials, so I know roughly what I'm doing. So hopefully I shouldn't fail too badly. And anyway, the first thing you need is a pod or cockpit. So I'm just going to choose the Mark 1 because it's pointy and rockets have to be pointy. It's a law, actually. Then there is propulsion, which is your engines and your fuel. Control, which allows you to actually, control your ship. So I'm going to attach an SAS module, which stabilizes your rocket. Some thrusters, and I'm using symmetry mode, so I place 4 of them. And that will allow me to actually be able to move my ship in space, where wings will have no effect. There's aerodynamics, there are structural pieces, utilities such as parachutes, solar panels, batteries, and science for collecting data, I guess. Anyway, let's see. For my first mission, all I want to do is simply leave the atmosphere and then come back. Nothing too risky here. So, I'm going to want some decouplers so I can have some thrusters and be able to decouple them, because we don't want them just weighing us down the whole trip. And also, I'll go to aerodynamics, put some tips on those. And I need some parachutes. So I will put some parachutes on there. And what else? Maybe some fins. Some fins. Yeah, we'll go with some fins. There we go. So that's looking like a rocket now. And then over here you can control the stages. So I'm actually going to... No, I'm not going to jettison anything, actually. I was debating whether or not to jettison from here down. But, so the thrusters fire, then they detach, and the engine starts. And then the parachute, or parachutes. So, let's name this, what should we name this? Let's name this the large probe 1. And then let's launch it. Almost sneezed there. Okay. So we have NC Kerman with us. And he does not look like a bright fellow that should be piloting a spaceship. Luckily we're here. So anyway, before I launch, I'm going to hit T to turn on the SAS, which will stabilize the ship. And then all I have to do is hit space and it will activate the first stage. So are you ready, NC? I think he is. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Launch. A beautiful launch. We're accelerating at a rate of speed. And we are going into space. You know, maybe. This isn't so much just to get in space as just to leave, I don't know, just leave the ground and have a successful flight. I'm not really hoping for anything much with this rocket. But, you know, if we make it to space, then that would be pretty awesome. And also down here, I notice NC is having a whale of a time. He is just ecstatic right now. Oh, boosters are out of fuel, so jettison those. And throttle up the engine. And we are at 18,000 feet. And climbing. Now, from the tutorials that I've played for this game, I know that the atmosphere ends at 60,000 feet. So if you can get your orbit above 60,000 feet, then you will be in orbit forever pretty much, unless you make your ship come down by thrusting. Oh, now the little yellow dot, or circle actually, that's on that map, that shows you pretty much where you should go to get into an orbit. So it just moved to be off-center, so I adjusted the ship to point to that. And we're actually almost out of the atmosphere. We might actually get into orbit here. That would be amazing. Oh man, we are actually, let's go into the map here. We are actually out of the atmosphere of Kerbin. And you can see our apoapsis is expanding quite fast. But I'm almost out of fuel, so I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get into a stable orbit. That would have been awesome to do our first time. And fuel has run out. So now it's just a matter of time until I crash back down. But hopefully I won't crash because I have parachutes. So we're gonna land in the middle of the ocean. Good. Good. Just excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up a bit. Oh wait, I can't because the ship is still throttled up. Take care of that. And speed up a bit, because you don't just want to watch this ship for like 10 minutes. Hold on, let's actually stop it here. And this is as high as we are going to get. Sadly, we're not going to get any further away. So if we were orbiting, this would be about where it is, and this would be awesome. But unfortunately, we are not orbiting. We are crashing. Actually, yeah, we're losing altitude quite quickly. So there's nothing left to do but kind of crash back down. Okay, let's just point towards the ground for dramatic effect. There we go. And, well, have I entered the atmosphere yet? No. I'm about to, though. Oh yeah. Atmospheric re-entry. And I will deploy the parachutes right about now. And be violently thrown back and forth as I'm about to land in the sea. Good stuff. I'm going to speed up time a little bit so we can get there faster. And hopefully they're sending out a ship to retrieve us. And the bottom part of our rocket just detached for some reason. I have no clue why. But anyway, let's just get to the ocean ever so slowly. I think NC, he has accepted his fate. He knows what's coming. He learned this in training. It has to end here. Poor guy. Just sitting in that cockpit alone. Oh hey, he's alive. You know, kinda, maybe, I hope. So, wow, there is a lawnmower right outside my window. I hope you cannot hear that. Anyway, let's see what happens when I get out. Okay, that was not get out. Apparently it's EVA. And I do not know how to get out of this view. Does this do anything? And lawnmower, shut up. You're really annoying me. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna end this flight then. We actually successfully made it out into space, though, which is good. Now, actually, is that pod still there? No. Okay, good. So, if we were to modify this rocket, we could probably get into a good sustainable orbit. So, let me just remove this bottom part and put another fuel tank there, another engine, and then I will get what is called a decoupler. This one is the right size, and then I will reattach the bottom, and boom, we just added another stage to our rocket. So let's make sure the staging is correct now. Thrusters, those are going to jettison, an engine's going to kick on, and then next stage, jettison, and then that engine comes on, and then the last stage, parachute. Okay, so if we decide to come back to Earth, we'll have the parachutes. So, since this rocket is different, we're going to make it the Large Probe 2. And let's launch it. Are we going to have the same? Yeah, we still have NC with us. He was saved after the last mission. So that's good, he didn't die. We have cost no Kerbal life yet. Okay, so, you know the drill, NC. Buckle in, and let's go. Now, hopefully this stage I added, the rocket and fuel, does not weigh us down enough to the point where we, like, don't get as far, because that would be bad. But hopefully that would be really awesome if we could get into orbit on just our second rocket. Not even our second rocket, actually. Our second version of a rocket. And that would be really awesome if the moon, called the Mun, was like right here, because then I could just go straight out and attempt to meet up with the moon. Oh, booster's gone. Activate the engine. And I'm not using it at full power because I want to kind of save the fuel and get as far as I can. Actually, I am going to increase it to full power because I was losing speed. So, never mind what I just said. Curse you, moon. Just staring at me. You know what? I'm going to try and meet up with the moon. But I have to turn the other way. Okay. So hopefully I should move into the path of the moon if I start going this way. Nope. Come on. Nose down a little bit. Okay. I don't think I'm going towards the moon. Even though I want to very much, I don't think I am. Okay, let's actually bring down the thrust on that. Because we're still gaining speed only going with this much thrust. So, we might as well just turn the engine down. Now, how could I meet up with the moon? Can we set that as target? And then kind of maneuver to go. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. It's a bit finicky, that is. Okay, we're gonna make our orbit right about there, so that hopefully we can intercept the moon. Now, what am I gonna need to do to get there? What course am I gonna need to follow? Is there like an orange dot somewhere on here now? Orange dot anywhere? No orange dot? Okay. Then I'm just gonna carry on going where I'm going because I have no clue what I'm doing. So yeah. Hopefully I can make it out to here. I don't know, maybe. Hold on, I want to move that. Hold on. Okay, yeah, let's just get rid of that. Add maneuver. No, we don't want to do that. Actually, I guess we could. Because then we could orbit the moon. So, I don't know what marker I would need to follow, though. I'm really confused. I'm very extremely confused. And again, though, it looks like we're not quite gonna make it into a good orbit. Unfortunately. Adding just that one stage wasn't quite enough. Okay. So, we just lost what little fuel we had left. So let's just throttle down and go to the map. Go out of the map. Accelerate. And for it. Parachutes. Okay. So I think what just happened? I think the parachute's detached. Um, um, Mr. Spaceman? I think we killed him. I think we killed Mr. Spaceman. I feel so horrible now, knowing that I killed a little Kerbal. Okay, anyway, the large probe 2 is never destined for orbit. So, instead, we're going to see if we can just make a little satellite to put it into orbit. So, we don't want to lose another astronaut, so let's just make something that controls itself, which would be this. It can control itself. And this apparently is a satellite core. Okay. That looks better suited to the satellite core. And hold on. Can I get a adapter? Yes. There we go. And then control SAS. Put some thruster thingies on there. And then I'm gonna want some scientific instruments because this is a satellite. Also, I'm gonna need some solar panels and some batteries. Let's see. I'll just get one of... I'll see if I can get one of these batteries. Okay. Yep. That'll work. That holds 400. That holds 100. But it is a bit more mass. It is fairly large. So I'm just gonna go with these little ones. Okay. So we got lots of batteries to power our scientific equipment, which I don't think requires electricity. So let's get a communications array, if we can find a good spot to put that. I guess there. Why not? Thermometer. Dang it. We'll just put the thermometer right there. Accelerometer. Put that there. Negative gravioli detector. Don't know what that does, but I'm putting it on there. And barometer to measure the pressure of space, which is nothing. So that's going to be the core. Actually, no. We need some panels to get sunlight and energy and things. So, the heck is that? Let's just get 2 a second is more efficient than 45 a minute. So let's just put on some of these. Let's just put them there to look cool. Actually, OCD, they need to be centered. And that is looking like a spaceship core. Let's actually put this little tiny engine on it, just so we can have like fine control when we're in space. Then, no, too big. Giggity. Put that on. And then we can build pretty much a rocket under this to hopefully get us into orbit. So let's get this big boy. Dang it. Okay, I think I have to grab the ship right about there to move it up. Okay, so we have that. Let's get a large and in charge fuel tank. And let's see. Let's get let's get a lot of these. Put some engines on those. And then put one really big engine. Actually, let's get this engine because it has much more thrust and it looks better, I suppose. Okay. So we got lots of engines and lots of fuel. Let's just be aerodynamic and cap these off. There we go. And then we'll get these decouplers so we can get some boosters. Put them like right there. And hopefully we can get lots of boosters. Yeah, they fit. Okay. Let's put them down as far as we can, pretty much. And then cap those off as well. Okay. Hopefully, this has what it takes to get into space. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit over the top here. And let's get 4 more thrusters. No, I don't want that many, I want 4. Let me have 4. Okay, there. Let's get little thrusters this time. Oh wait, that won't. Okay. Let's see if we can do 3. Will 3 work? Yeah, 3 will work. So let's put these on. Come on. There we go. Is that? Okay. It's not on very well. Oh. Let's just move that a bit. Oh, I want 3. Why will you not let me put it there? That's like the centered area. Okay, there we go. Now, the thing I'm worried about is overheating now. Because there's a lot of things that make lots of fire very close to each other. So that could be quite dangerous. Anyway, these are going to run out of fuel first, so we're going to want those 3 to decouple first. And then we'll activate the big engine. Then the next stage, we'll activate the rest of the engines and jettison the rest of the thrusters. Okay. Also, actually, I just thought of something right now. That little engine, I believe, requires, yeah, it requires xenon gas. Oh, this thing's actually relatively small. But where would I put that? I guess, could Okay, there we go. Now we can actually use this engine. So the stages look good, except for when we ever decide to re-enter the atmosphere, I might want a parachute. I'll just get that one because it's most expensive. Or not. I'll just get... I should be able to do 4. Why not? Why you know let me? Why can I not do that? Okay. Wait, I had it on 3. There we go. 4 parachutes. Add 1 more stage. No, actually we don't need another stage. There we go. So this is hopefully gonna work. All we have to do now is give it a name. I will name this... Let's see, what's a good name for satellite? I will name it the... Oh man, I should have thought of names before I started this. Gosh. GPS. Satellite. Probably misspelled satellite. I don't care. Okay, anyway. Launch pad. So here it is, out on the launch pad. Silhouetted by the sun. Not really. We have no astronauts this time because it's a satellite. There are no astronauts. Okay. I'm getting all excited. But you know what? We are going to launch this rocket next time. That's right. Cliffhanger. What's gonna happen? Tune in next time to find out. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, if you like this, want me to continue this series, leave a like. And it would help us out a lot if you could, subscribe. Be generous. I don't know why I always say that. To be generous, but oh well. See you next time, guys. Goodbye.